Hi and welcome. This is AnaReese, Fun Stampers Journey Coach. In this video, we'll be showing you how I made this fun Valentine's Day card featuring the new stamp set called Fry Friends. This stamp is in the Bloom This Way mini catalog, which runs from January through March. Let's get started. For this project, I will be using the Heartfelt die set bundle, which has the regular dies and also the Heartfelt Piercing Elements die sets. The first thing we'll be doing is creating our background. For this background, I will be using the smallest 3 hearts in the Piercing Elements die set. For our card base, I will be using oatmeal cookie cardstock. This card measures 5.5 by 4.25 wide. As you can see, I will place the 3 hearts using washi tape. 2 of them are over the edge. That's just to create a little bit more interest on the card. Once you run it through, carefully remove the washi tape, and this is how it will look. Next, I will be cutting 2 hearts using the 2 smallest in the Heartfelt dies. I am using the candy apple and bubblegum cardstocks. Now we are ready to begin with the stamping. I will be using Fry Friends stamp set with the matching die. You could also buy it as a bundle. I will be stamping on the whipped cream cardstock. Here I will be choosing the French fries, the cup, the ketchup pack, and also my sentiment. I will be using black licorice ink, and this creates a very sharp image against the white cardstock. You will notice that I clean my stamps after I finish stamping, and that is just something that I do to help me with the cleanup process after my project is done. All that I am using right now to clean is a wet wipe. For the sentiment, which reads "Fries before guys," I will be putting it inside the pink heart. Now we are ready to color. I will be using our Journey Color Burst color pencils. These are wonderful. One neat thing that is different from our color pencils is that we have this chart on the instead of the tin, and this helps us match and combine the colors so we could match our cardstock. I will begin coloring the French fries. For the fries, I will be using different types of yellow, orange, and gold. First, I will begin by coloring with the brightest yellow, and as you can see, it's just a very soft color. On the edges, I will put orange, just to give it a little more dimension. Then on the very top of each fry, I use a slightly darker orange. Once again, this is just to add a little more dimension. And then on the edges, I am using this golden color. I will be using the technique with baby oil after I'm done coloring. And this allows you to not have to be very precise on the coloring. And once you apply the baby oil, it just makes such a big difference. It makes it looks very smooth, as if you colored it perfectly. To apply the baby oil, I will be using our Color Burst blenders, which come in a 6-pack. As you can see, all you need to do is apply a little bit of baby oil, and then you just rub it on the paper, and this will make all the colors blend nicely. There will be no more sharp edges between the colors that you use. So it's a very beautiful technique that will give you wonderful results in very little time. Here I am just putting a little bit more of the golden on top, and once again just blending it. Next, I will be coloring the French fry carton, and I chose to do it in reds, so I have 3 different reds. I will begin with the lightest of them, and as you can see here, precision is not very important with this technique. I started kind of light coloring throughout the area. Next, I will get the next darkest red, and I usually just do it on the edges, top, bottom. Next, I have a darker red, and I press a little harder for this one just to give it a little more shade. And then I go back with the lightest color again, just a little bit more on top, pressing a little harder for that. I wanted to show you, if you do go over the line, no problem, this can be erased. I have these, I bought these erasers at Walmart. Next, I will be blending. Just like with the fries, I just used the other side of the blender, the other tip. And as you can see, it is smooth, it's beautiful, it looks very professional. For the ketchup packet, I wanted to do a different shade of red. So it's a little darker than the French fry carton. Once again, lighter color first, then a little darker around the edges. I color the tomato a little brighter red and green on the leaves, and then I use an even darker red to go around the edges, just to give it more dimension. Now I'm ready to blend it. Very easy. This technique is a lot of fun to do. And for the cup, I chose oranges, yellow for the lid, and this is the same yellows I use for the French fries. For the cup, I started with the lightest color, just kind of did overall on the cup. Not being very precise, but trying to stay within the line as much as I can. Now the next shade up, just kind of around the edges, top, under the lid, and on the bottom. And now with a darker orange. As you can see, I did go over the line at the bottom of the cup, but no problem. Get your eraser and it's all good. For the straw, I thought it would be cute to do a little striped effect, so I just got this kind of teal color. Now I'm blending. By the way, it is the same tip as I was using for the ketchup packet. I just kind of cleaned it with that cleaner that you just saw there. We also sell those. And now just blending this color in the straw. Now the coloring is done and we are ready to die cut this. A small tip using this die, you will see a number printed on the right hand side of the die. Use that to the right hand side of the ketchup packet to align it correctly. Sometimes when you have thin dies such as these, they might tend to move around because of the magnet. Just go ahead and tape them with some washi tape so you could place them correctly. Now that they are secure, I will be just running it through the Amaze machine. After I cut them out, I noticed that I didn't place the die on the cup correctly, but no problem. I'm just using my Detail Pro shears and it's all ready to go. Next, I cut a strip of paper measuring 1 1/4 inches wide. This is coming from the Sweet Spring paper pad. As you can see, it has gorgeous designs. Many of them have matching stamps. And now that we have everything cut out, we are ready to put everything together. We will be using some foam squares, both the medium and the small. I will also be using the Easy Glide permanent adhesive runner. If you have not tried our runner, you must. It is super simple to use. It is smooth to glide. And what I like the most is that you can choose very tiny pieces of tape. So if you have a very small thing you want to glue together, no problem. Here you see me using the grand shears to cut the excess And now we are ready to adhere the rest of the stamped images. I am using the medium foam square for the fries, also for the cup, which I will tuck right behind the fries. And for the ketchup packet, I am using 2 small foam squares. It will also be tucked behind the fries. Next, for the red heart, I will be using the silver pigment marker to do a faux stitching around the edges. I will adhere the sentiment with a medium foam square, and I will use the runner for the red heart. And for the finished touch, I will be using Journey Sequence Pink World. This jar has hundreds of different shades of pink sequins. I will also be using our Journey Glaze, which is used to add dimension to any project, also can be used as an adhesive. And I used it on the sentiment and the fries. And here you see me using it to adhere the sequence. I am using the bloom tool to help me press on the sequence. And after 15 minutes or so, the Journey Glaze dries, and this is our final product. This is such a fun, non-traditional Valentine's Day stamp set. You can use it to make projects for your BFF, coworker, or for any friend that happens to be single during Valentine's. And remember, you can find this stamp set in our Bloom This Way mini catalog. The paperback that we use, Sweet Spring, is in page 13. Here it is. And the Fry Friends bundle, it's in page 16. You can find more ideas and inspiration in this catalog, along with many other wonderful products for Valentine's and Easter. Please visit our website, funstampersjourney.com/AnaReese, where you can find a digital version of this catalog, or you could order a hard copy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this project, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.